welcome back to another episode. This is Shuu, Sleep to Taiwan. Shuu, 滑了一跤到台湾。Hello, I'm Qinggu.
And I am Ivory.
Let's teach,
chit chat,
and learn English. 我们来学学英文吧。没错。Okay, so what is our topics today? 我们今天的主题是什么呢？
好，那我们今天的主题就是要来讲台湾的交通工具。And today's topic is Taiwan's public transportation. We're going to talk about it because it's pretty cheap and I think it's pretty special. So today we're going to chit chat and share some of our experiences.
Yeah, let's jump right in. All right. And before we started, we're going to ask everybody a question. If you know that, you can type it down on the chatting room.
In the message box below. Okay, so the first one is a bit of a question. So you guys have to guess, what is this type of transportation? So what kind of transportation do we use where you wave your hand before you get on and you press the button before you get off?
So what is it? 大家想一下 what is it? Are you ready? The answer is
Bus.
It's bus.
公车.
Yeah, 公车. Oh, wow. So,
okay. So, Qinggu, did you notice anything special when you got on the bus in Taiwan?
Yeah, sure.
I think it's very different from Costa Rica.
Oh, yeah. All right. So the bus is getting on the bus requires to tapping your card. Beep, beep.
Oh, yeah.
And remember to bring the stop alert early. If you want to leave at like stop 3, you should press the alarm beep, 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 once you pass stop 2. Because some drivers don't stop immediately. Also, be careful and stand well. Some drivers go really fast, so you might lose your balance and fall.
Oh, okay. So Qinggu is right. So 3 things that are different in Taiwan. First is that you have to tap your card, your fare card, which is a card you can buy for public transportation. For example, in Taiwan, your fare card would be what we call to be a yo-yo card. And you have to tap it on the machine where it goes beep. And when you get off, you have to tap it again. And it goes beep again. And then that's how it knows you got from point A to point B. And you also have to ring a stop alarm. So usually this will be a button, not like a ring like those rings. Usually this will be a button and you just press it and then the driver will know because it makes a ding, a sound.
Wow.
Yeah. And I think for me, Taiwan's transportation is really nice because there's the whole tap your card system. And there's also air conditioner. There's AC. So it's not so hot in the bus. Yeah.
The air conditioner in Taiwan is super cool. And sometimes
really
might
good.
Be cold in bus.
And also in Costa Rica, we don't use a tapping card system. We don't have cards to tap on the bus. We just give money or we give bills or we give coins. And then the driver, he has to give you the change back. So it's a longer process because the driver has to receive your money. He has to count the money and then give you your change. So it's really long to get on.
Yeah. In Taiwan, we also can use cash. Use coin, but we don't give back your money. So if you don't have we take a bus 12 or $15 NTD dollars. And if you don't have that money, you probably just have $50 and you just put it down. Then no one will give you those $35. No.
You lose your money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how do they know how much? Do they count the money? Because what if you put like $5 and that's it? Do they realize?
You mean you just put the $5 in that?
Yeah. What if you put less?
You know, the bus driver is really, really gorgeous. They're really good at this. When I was young, when I was a child, and I saw the bus driver. They can just hear the sound and know how much, what kind of coin you put in.
Whoa, with just sound?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's years of experience. They can already tell what it is.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's so good.
I've heard that people can tell what coin it is by the weight. Like when they grab it, they feel how heavy it is, but not by just sound.
Yeah. Because the coin box, I think, is a coin box, and we just go there and put the coin down, and we don't have time to show the bus driver to see, oh, how much is it, because everybody is hustle.
Wow, that's really crazy, but that's also really convenient because they don't have to look for change, and that way the bus goes faster. Okay, now let's talk about our second type of transportation, and 就是火车, a train.
Yeah.
So in Taiwan, there are a lot of different trains, and you can get a ticket with your fare card. The yo-yo card. Fare cards are the same as yo-yo cards. Basically, any kind of card you use for transportation. And it's different because if you miss your stop at the train station, it's not like the metro system where you don't have to buy another ticket to go back. You can just, get on the other metro and then walk back. But on the bus, well, not on the bus, on the train, you have to be careful because if you miss your stop, you have to pay the money back. You have to buy another ticket.
Yeah.
And so it's more inconvenient. Yeah. And also you have to like, some people, I've heard that some people get mad because they go to the train station thinking that it's like the metro system, and then they pass their stop and the people tell them, oh, you have to buy another ticket. And then they get mad. They're like, what do you mean I have to buy another ticket? The metro system, we don't have to buy another ticket, blah, 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 blah.
And I don't even go out. Why I should buy another ticket?
Yeah, and it's like, oh my god, it's so stupid. It's your fault. You didn't read the rules.
Yeah. So
and
true.
Another difference on trains is also that you can eat. You can eat food. You can drink stuff. And there are also meals like lunches, breakfast, dinners that you can buy on the train. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. I think most Taiwanese with her 台铁火车便当. That's the train 便当.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say that in English. A meal.
Yeah, it's like a meal.
Train meal. Yeah. And it's super delicious, so it's so famous in Taiwan. But actually, I didn't eat that before.
Really?
Yeah.
You haven't eaten it yet?
Yeah, I haven't eaten it because I rarely take a train to go to might be a long journey. Yeah, so
I also don't get on trains often, and usually if I do, I eat before I get on the train. Yeah. Is the meal very expensive? Like a lot of money?
I think
or
no. It's like a normal meal.
Okay. Okay, so if you guys go to Taiwan and you guys get on the high-speed rail, the bullet train, we like to call it train, or you can also call it bullet train. Bullet train is bullets 像一个子弹 and it's because we call it bullet train because it goes so fast. Oh, that's the 高铁, sorry. Wrong one.
But bullet train is 高铁.
Okay. So if you guys go to the train, you guys can buy like a meal and let us know if it's good because we haven't tried it.
Yeah. Maybe when next time Yujie, Ivory go to Taiwan, we probably could try that.
Yeah, I want to try it now.
The train meal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one. So I got confused actually earlier and I spoiled it a tiny bit. And the next one is you guys might already know the answer, but what is the fastest mode of transportation in Taiwan currently? You guys can type below in the chat if you guys know what I said earlier.
How to say that in English?
In
English.
Let's see if you guys were paying attention.
Not in Chinese.
In English. Okay.
All right.
So, Qinggu, would you like to tell us the answer?
It's high-speed rail, also the bullet train, right?
Yes. So in English, usually we refer to bullet train to those trains that are like really fast, like the high-speed rail. 高铁 is a bullet train. Usually we say it for like the trains in Japan. We call it bullet train because bullet is 子弹 and 子弹飞得很快就是去得很快 So a bullet goes really fast. So we call them bullet trains.
Wow, that makes
and
sense.
Also because of the shape.
很有画面 That makes sense.
So, Qinggu, would you like to tell us what are some special things about the bullet train in Taiwan?
Yeah, sure. All right. The bullet train, you can be bought with a fare card, like yo-yo card. However,
your fare card.
However, buying the card only gets you on reserved seats, meaning you can sit on booked spots. So currently, the fastest public transportation, it can get you from Taipei to Taichung like within 1 or 2 hours.
Whoa, that's really fast. Yeah.
And the further station is like Nangang. To Nangang also is nearly Taipei, and to Kaohsiung. To
Kaohsiung. Oh, that's really far away. Yeah. Oh, okay. So basically, bullet trains in Taiwan, they can go really fast. So they can get you from the top of the country, like Taipei, all the way to Kaohsiung in just a few hours. So really convenient if you have to get there really fast. But you have to be careful because since it's faster, it's more expensive. So more money.
Right.
Yeah. If you're sitting just you, like one person going on the train, it's okay. It's around 2,500 a ticket. But if you're many people, for example, when I travel with my mom and my sister, we're 3. So we prefer to use other modes of transportation. And we don't use the bullet train because it's very expensive. And when you buy the seats, you can buy book spots. A booked spot is not book like a book like this. No. Not this book.
No.
Yeah, a booked spot is when something is already bought beforehand. So like when you go to the movie theater, the cinema, and you say, "Oh, I want to sit here." And then you buy your ticket. And then when you go to see the movie, you can sit there. Those are booked spots. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. So you have to be careful because if you don't book a spot, you might end up standing for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, now we can talk about the next one.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ooh, okay. So the next one is pretty special. I don't think a lot of countries have it. Costa Rica doesn't have it. So it's the LRT. And this is in Taiwan, it's called Light Rapid Transit. But a lot of people like to call it the light rail. And this is very similar to a metro system, the subway that's underground. but it's actually not underground. This one it's on ground level, like normal ground level, where you can see the cars, the people. For example, in Danshui, there's an LRT at Qingguceline, and you can see a lot of popular artworks of Jimmy Lai. Jimmy? What's his name? Jimmy?
Yeah, Jimmy.
Jimmy. There are a lot of like artworks from him. You can see little statues of Jimmy sitting in the light rail. So it's very, very, very cute. And you can also see like the nature, the outside, and it's not like the metro system where it's all black. You can't see anything.
Yeah. Yeah. It's only like in metro system is like a red line, which is 淡水 line, and brown line, and currently the latest built metro line is like a purple line and yellow line, and purple line and yellow line, which is also is are the I think it's airplane MRT, I think, because you can go to the airplane. Yeah, it's really convenient. And those 4 lines, there you can see the
outside.
Yeah, you can see outside. And
it's not just underground.
Yeah, and other line is all of them is underground.
Just black.
It's literally underground.
So in any other line you can't see anything, like Chingu said.
Yeah.
I haven't seen like the normal grounds. Maybe I have, because I was in Danshui last year. So I probably got on the metro system and I probably did see the outside, but I have really bad memory.
Yeah. I think it's outside because I heard the LRT or light rail, right?
Yeah. Light rail.
It's connect with 淡水 line, the red line. The 淡水 metro. Yeah, and the light rail, you can go to 淡水 University.
Yeah.
But before light rail, you only can I take MRT to the 淡水 station, and then you transfer to the bus. Then you can go to 淡水 University. So I think,
that's actually how I went, because last year I was in Danshui University.
Yeah.
So that's why. The teacher remembers very well. Chingu remembers really well.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk about our last mode of transportation. And this is the intercity bus.
Yeah.
客运. And some people also like to call intercity bus the express bus.
Express bus.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Chingu, would you like to share how an express bus is different from your average bus, the one we ride every day?
Sure. All right. The intercity bus or express bus is cheaper than the bullet train. These buses are pre-booked.
Yeah, usually, depending.
Yeah, and they travel the designated routes. Yeah, it's hard to pronounce. Again,
this part is
designated routes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Designated routes.
Okay. And usually they are used to longer trips and have more comfortable aspects and seats, like better seats and offer Wi-Fi.
Ooh, okay. So let's talk about what Chingu said earlier. We talked about the express bus and how it's cheaper than 高铁, the bullet train. And these buses, usually they will be pre-booked. We saw this vocabulary earlier. Book, not this book. Book as in the sense that you buy before you get on. So pre-booked means that they're already bought, and usually they follow designated routes, meaning it will only go from point A to point B. It won't go A, B, and then C. No. Only A and B.
Yeah.
So, yeah, usually designated will mean something that is already planned, something that is assigned for a purpose. So if I say, oh, Chingu is designated to be a teacher, it's like Chingu is like assigned, her purpose is to be a teacher, like that.
Oh.
Okay, so this bottle, for example, this bottle is designated for comfort. So the bottle is planned to be really comfortable to drink from. Okay, so and they also are like buses, but a little better. They have better Wi-Fi, they have better seats, and they travel usually longer trips.
Yeah, and also, it recalled me. It also can charge on the intercity bus.
Charge your phone?
Yeah.
You can charge?
Yeah.
What? That's so cool.
Yeah, so it's super convenient.
Yeah, that's so convenient. I didn't realize that because when I got on the intercity bus, the express bus, I was always like, oh, the seats are so comfortable, and I would just sleep.
Yeah. I do remember because the intercity bus, if you you from Taipei to Tainan, you probably need to take 3 to 5 hours. It depends on the
3 to 5 hours.
It depends on how many cars in the road.
Cars there are. Oh yeah, it will depend on the traffic that there is. Yeah.
So once upon a time,
a
long time ago, I don't remember when, but a long time ago. And one day I just thought, okay, let's go to Tainan. And I asked my mom, oh, do you want to go to Tainan with me? And she said, yeah, sure. And we do love Tainan. Yeah, so we just go there. But we didn't take bullet train or train. We took intercity bus. This one, 客运. Yeah. And then we just we thought, because we take intercity bus, you need to took like 3 to 5 hours, right? So
a long time.
We just thought, okay, that's took a bus at the midnight. So
midnight.
Yeah, midnight. So
12 a.m.
Yeah, like 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. I don't remember exact time, but it's like it's around that. Yeah. And then we get on the intercity bus. Then we just it's so cozy.
Comfy,
cozy and comfy, and we just sleep to Tainan. And I'm not sure, just because we don't see any cars on the road, so it's really smoothly. So we just go there so quickly. So when we got to Tainan, it's like maybe 4:30.
Hey, that's
sun,
really fast.
Yeah, the sun doesn't even rise. Yeah.
Oh, the sun didn't even rise.
Yeah.
So maybe intercity bus is actually pretty quick too. If you guys go to Taiwan, you can just order like the midnight intercity bus and then just ride all the way to Tainan and sleep on the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's cheaper than bullet train, but it's
cheaper.
Can go longer than normal bus.
Okay. Thank you for sharing your experience, Chinggu. That's so cool. I want to try that someday.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's review our vocabulary of today. We have some vocabulary.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one is to tap your card. You see there's a picture. It's when you use, like when you do the action. Chingu, would you like to read for us what this tap your card means?
Sure. Usually used on public transport to describe when you use your fare card to pay.
Yeah, okay. So remember, fare card is the same as yo-yo card.
Mm.
And to tap your card is the action. When you do the thing, that's to tap your card.
Yeah.
Next one.
Do-do-do-do.
Okay, so now it's fare card. Yeah. So what's a fare card? Fare card, also sometimes called a transit card. It's the card, like the yo-yo card, that you use to pay for transport. So your bus, your metro, your express bus, or the bullet train, you can use the fare card to pay.
Yeah.
Depending on the country, sometimes they call it like compass card in Canada, sometimes fare card or transit card. But in general, if you say fare card or transit card, people will know what you're talking about.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, next one.
Do-do-do.
Pre-booked. So pre-booked is when something is bought beforehand, before you get to the place or the event, and when it is bought before in advance, basically. So for example, in the picture, you can see that there are squares, and these squares are the different seats. There are blue squares, there are white squares, and there are red squares. The red squares are the ones where you can't buy anymore because other people already booked them. So these seats are pre-booked. Yeah. And the squares that are blue are not booked. So these are available. You can still sit on them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I want to
And
share
the last one.
some a little thing. Yeah, because
Okay.
you can say our thumbnail, 我们的缩图, our thumbnail.
Yeah.
You can see the airplane,
Uh-huh.
right? So I
Yeah.
want to share something about airplane, and
Oh.
also it's about pre-booked.
Yeah,
Actually,
okay.
I just bought a airplane ticket with my family, and we wanna go to Japan in, I think it's November. No, 11月. 11月 is like
October. 10月吗？
11月.
11月是 November.
是
对11
November.
嗯
Yeah, so you also need to.
Wow, nice.
Yeah. Like a
Yeah.
bullet train or intercity bus or airplane, you also need to pre-book your ticket.
Yeah. Airplanes, you definitely have to pre-book.
Yeah.
If you don't pre-book, you can't get on.
Yeah.
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 But congratulations, Chingu, on going to Japan. Take pictures and show us. Next time, we can talk about places in Japan to visit since Chingu has experience. Yeah, Chingu can teach us, like, be a travel guide and tell us, where should we go if we go to Japan? Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Because in Japan, I've gone, but you have to be careful because Japanese people, they have a very different accent. So they don't speak English like American English.
Yeah.
They have very strong Japanese accent depending on where you are. So for example, for me, I'm a native English speaker. But when I went to Japan, the Japanese would speak to me in English and I would be like, what language is this?
Yeah, me too.
What are you saying?
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the
They would be like,
pronunciation it's
very
different.
different.
And it's hard to
Yeah.
understand when you're
Yeah, it's hard
first
to
time to
grasp.
hear that.
Yeah, it's very hard to grasp. Even hearing it, you don't know what they said. They would be like using like their hands, and they would be like bagu, bagu, and then they were like bagu, and I was like, oh, bag. Oh yes,
Yeah,
bag, please.
yeah, baku, bag.
Yeah, bagu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now let's review our last vocabulary.
Doo-doo-doo.
Okay. So it's the word designated. And designated means something that is planned or assigned for a purpose. For example, in buses or trains, there are designated seats for the elderly, like old people. There are seats that are planned for old people to sit on. So in Mandarin, this is 不爱坐. Or in English, this is the priority seat. Some people say that 不爱坐 is going to be changed into 优先席. We talked about this in episode 9, right, Chingu?
没错，我们在第9集有说。
Yeah, so there's a reason why 博爱座 is going to be changed. Chingu, would you like to tell us very briefly why they are going to change the name of 博爱座?
Yeah, because people are fighting about the priority. Who should be priority?
Because in 博爱座 actually means like very great love, very big love, kind of like that.
Yeah.
But when you say 优先级, it means priority. So for people who are injured, pregnant, or old. But if you talk about just love in general, some people say, oh, this is only for the old people. Yeah. When I was looking for this picture of 博爱座, I actually found a lot of news articles talking Taiwanese elderly fight with teenagers over the priority seat. Yeah. And I was like, oh, Chingu was right.
Yeah, because some older people, they think, oh, you're not older, so you shouldn't sit on here.
And it also happened in Singapore. I saw news articles on it. So it's very interesting. What do you guys think? Do you guys think priority seats should be designated only for the old people, the pregnant people? Or can teenagers, for example, if they have an injury, if their arm is broken or their leg is broken, can teenagers, youngsters, like younger people, should they be able to sit on the priority seat too? So leave your thoughts down below if you have any opinions. Okay, and now I think we can call it a day. Yeah. Today we reviewed a lot of different things. So thanks to those who stick by us, and thank you for watching.
That's
所以我们今天就
Slip away from Taiwan.
Exactly. So let's see each other next Monday. 下周一
跟大家见面。
So I'm Ivory.
I'm Chinku.
And see you all next week. Bye bye.
See you
next Monday.
Bye.
下星期一。
Bye.